Hey everybody, it's your friend Sarmate here, back with another episode of Settlement Survival. I hope you're having a fantastic and amazing day today. We've made a little bit of progress in between episodes. We just got a batch of immigrants, bringing us up to 7 laborers, 68 adults, and 7 kids. Doing all right. Our smiley faces have improved slightly, and hearts have also improved pretty good. So that's nice. We have 2 distilleries running now. It looks like we're getting short on water, so we're gonna have to work on that a little bit more. We're doing all right with food. We're keeping up with that. We now have 3 pastures all running buffalo in an attempt to produce us some fats. We have a little bit of fat right now from just this one pasture that's been operating, but we need to get some more, and then we can get into soaps. And I just achieved our second available tech point, so we're going to grab both soap and the police station. The police station is so super duper, it gives us plus 20% increased happiness when you're inside the radius. So we're gonna absolutely grab this guy, and it looks like, because I don't want to put this here, we're gonna have to build more than one of these things, which kind of stinks because it's a little excessive, but that's what we're gonna do. So I guess we'll put one, it doesn't really matter. I guess we'll put it over here. I'm gonna leave one space for a road if we want to do a road, and then I'm gonna put one over here as well, and then we'll put one up here, but we don't quite need it on this side of the world yet, but we'll get there eventually. And we'll put it, that should work all right there. All right, so we probably won't throw anybody in here just yet, but we'll get this thing built up. But we're still operating just mainly out of here. We have a couple people in the apartment here, 11. That's mostly these immigrants that just arrived. They're mostly the farmers here. And yeah, maybe we need to start operating over here because we do have people living here. So let's do that, I guess. We're gonna need a couple sheriffs, so that's gonna put us to 5, and we're also going to need some people to work in the soap workshop for us. So yeah, we're gonna be short a couple peeps here, but that's all right. We'll work on it. So I want this to be close to our fat production. So I'm gonna leave a couple spaces for some road action, and then we'll do 1 for now. We got space for some more soap workshops. We want more than that because we need to have the regular soaps, and then once we get into some herb, we can get the herb medicinal soaps, and they can upgrade our bathhouses with that. So we're gonna need 1, 2, 3 more people who work over here, and then we're gonna need a bunch of people over here. So I guess we'll get this started. Since we have people living over here, the vendors probably the most important, and we'll need the clinic, and we'll put the church in as well. We don't really need builders over here at this moment. We'll just kind of hang out as is. We do have a big well over here, so I'm gonna put 1 person in the big well. That's gonna help with our distilleries here, using up some of our water. And oh, we have an event. Something took the bait. Let's see what we got here. Seasoned fisherman found something that took the bait while fishing, but strangely it was not struggling like a fish. It only appears to be something very heavy that's hooked, and it took some mad effort to drag it up. Let's see what it is. 20 jewelry. All right, that's gonna be good for trade eventually here. We did build this thing in the last episode, but we didn't have it completed. So let's check this out. The small trading post. Traders will transport selected items to the caravan in the trading post. Caravan can be dispatched to trade with factions periodically. All right, so this is what I'm curious about, the part of the new update. So form a caravan. Okay, but we don't really have a whole lot of things to export. Maybe we export a little bit of timber, like, I don't know, like 500. Let's just see. Okay, so this person, wow, almost a whole year. 1,000 carry weight, 2.61 risk of death. Okay, no loop. Member 7. What does this mean? More people in the caravan can lower the risk of death, but will prolong the trade time. Okay, we don't really have a bunch of people to go out on an adventure. I don't have 7. Let's see how much this changes. That's pretty significant. 1 person goes out, they're gonna die. We could spare like 4 people, so I'm not gonna do that yet. But let's see if we can pick some of these other people here. The Lorenzo. Okay, so it doesn't really change anything other than the name. They're still the same round trip distance. So let's go with Carlos, I guess. I probably won't gonna do this because we don't have enough laborers, but so if we're gonna sell some stuff, required amount for survival. Items with stock levels below this number will not be transported to trade buildings. Oh, okay. I get what that's saying. Interesting. All right, so yeah, this is kind of like the grocery store, but a little bit different. Oh, we can have 3 caravans. All right, factions. Okay. Okay, here's rep level. Oh, okay, so this is how you're gonna unlock the stuff. So before we had this paper stuff in our Easter Island, we had the paper, it's not a paper mill, but that's basically what it is. Private school and this dense stuff. Oh, here's that thing. Okay. Yeah. So that's how we do that. Let's see what Lorenzo gets us. Oh, this is the hardwood stuff. Okay. Quick hunting. Interesting. Oh, the barbershop. Yep. And this is the smithy, I think. That's a smithy. Nice tables, bank, powerful. Citizens are now physically better to able to withstand the cold. Oh, that's cool. And there's the Great Castle. Okay. Let's see who this person gets us. Oh, dates. There's the mosque, Persian tapestry at the betting shop, dyeing mill. Okay, so yeah, this is where this stuff came from. The gem mine. Awesome. Carlos, what does he goes? Cactus. All right. Agave clothes. That's cool. Rope. Obsidian mines. Outdoor. That was a cooker thing. This is what I want. This is the infinite graveyard here. Mineral rich. Wow. Temple mayor. The great temple symbolizes the prosperity of the town and provides faith and happiness. Oh, that's just a wonder. Oh, cool. Antonio, what do you have? Nothing. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, so I guess we just find something that we want to work on and we just do that. The hardwood might be interesting. I'm not really sure. The bamboo sounds cool too. I want all the things again, of course. Because I know that I want this. I think we'll go with Carlos first. When we get to that point, we're not going to do that yet because I don't have the workers to do that. But cool stuff. But let's check to see if we got our things built over here. Not quite yet. We need some stone and iron ore brought over here. We have it, it looks like, so that's great. But we should be pretty close to getting into our transfer station. We need cut stone. Okay, that's fine. We can handle that. And maybe one more other item. So we're gonna have to get some more sand and clay going here for this stuff, and also we're gonna need a better source of stone if we're gonna do some cut stone stuff. That means we'll have to get into the quarry. So we're gonna need some more points. It'll be a while before we get to our transfer station. I did throw in another research institute to get this going a little bit quicker. Let's just take a peek at this. We have some fat saved up. That's good. Only 180, but it's better than nothing. And this thing will be done shortly. We'll have the workers for it. We should have our police ready. We got these guys ready to roll. We capture all the houses. Okay, good. God. And then up here, we should have the police ready to roll. So that means these guys should be plus 20% happiness in here. And we could build these houses to get these people out of this apartment. That would probably be a good thing as well. And we do have enough stone to do that. So I'm gonna put these off pause and put them on play. And we'll get this stuff built up. It'll take a little bit probably, but we can get it going. Yeah, and that's where we're at now. So this thing is about ready to get finished up. We only have one worker in each of our sand beds here. I'd really like to bump that up if we could. We just can't really do any of that right now. It's kind of waiting. We have 2 flax, 2 agave to supply the agave is supplying our distilleries, and the flax is being turned into our linens at just enough rate to where we're having enough rough clothes, it looks like, or not. So it looks like we need to either throw in another person in the textile mill or make another one to try and keep up with that. Do we have, yeah, okay, so we have the flax reserved, so that's good. On our farm, I was trying to have 3 on each thing, but it looks like I'm a little bit short over here, so that's something that we'll have to add into as well. So we'll just have to hold off before we can really do anything more. Yeah, you need water. Okay, we got 1 water person in here. Okay, yeah. We got our soap worker. Great. All right, let's get the soap happening. You're gonna work off the fats, and that is gonna be so good. We finally will get our hearts up a little bit more, and our happiness should be pretty good, about right there. As long as we can keep our distilleries working, just got to keep that water coming in, and we have a stockpile of agave now, so that's good. Now, since we do have that little bit extra, I think I'm gonna take one of these people out of here, and I'll put you down to rice. So we have more rice coming in. Let's just check out our outputs here. So we have 436 from the last season and 220. So yeah, we lost a little bit there. And let's check our peas. 328, 437. That's so weird how it's so different when they're that close together and there's stations right by it, or warehouses, I mean. Very interesting. And then over here, got our sawmill. I'm using the poop that we're making from this to make some more domestic fuel. 750 is not enough. We're not having enough domestic fuels to last us over winter, which is kind of crazy. I would think that that would be enough. But we have 2 people working with the timber, making us domestic fuel, and then this person's making it from the poop. So remember, that's happening, but it's not happening very well apparently. I was looking at this over here, and look at all these delicious rocks on this side of the river. I'm really thinking about getting a bridge right over here and running a bridge like so. And then that's gonna take a little bit of stuff, but we should be able to handle that. We'll get that going. I think once we get the bigger bridge somewhere down the line, we'll do the big bridge right here. I think that will be cool. Fuel reserves. Okay, so these houses are getting fixed up. That's wonderful. Okay. Yeah, we're just kind of really waiting on more people. We're waiting for those immigrants. It's so nice when we get them because it feels like a jump of finally making some progress. Because it's slow going at the beginning when we can't really do a whole lot. We're just waiting for people. Kind of feels like you're sitting around twiddling your thumbs a little bit. That's kind of what you have to do though. This guy still needs more water. So yeah, we need a handful of people. We need another person in this big well. We need a couple people elsewhere. And I think we should also put in some more houses up here because we have 8 people. So this is gonna take away a few of those people, but we'll still have some in the apartment. I want to get them out of the apartment. Oh, I did throw in 2 more houses over here as well. And I do know that we have this big space, but I'm leaving that in case you're wondering why the heck I'm leaving that space like that. I want to do something in here. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, like decorate-y when we get like the roads like these. Do something in there. I'm not sure exactly yet. Maybe we'll put one of our like a sea witch in there or something. I don't know. I'm just trying to design things a little bit differently and just see if we can make a neater looking town. I'm not very good at that, but that's what I'm doing it for. I'm practicing a little bit. So, but we can use up a little bit more of this space for some of our houses. We'll put 2 more in there, and then over here I think I'm going to put 2 more as well, and then we can have these guys be getting built. A little bit more space, and then when we have citizens who want new houses, there's going to be houses available, and then there'll be more people over here, and it'll just be better overall. So I think that is good for now. We almost have our next tech point done. So yeah, so cutstone is a prerequisite for the bathhouse, so we want to get that. Church upgrades makes the radius bigger for the churches, so that's pretty decent. The theaters, that's really good. So here's construction cutstone yet again. So yeah, we're gonna need to get into the quarry pretty soon. We do have plenty of rock and iron over here, so we'll have able to deal with that, pick that up for a little bit longer. But oh, here's our lanterns again. We'll solve the riddles and get some dumplings or something. Fireworks. Oh, okay, cool. 4 citizens want new houses, so that should be dealt with. And herb reserves are low and fuel reserves are low. So we know about herbs and the fuel. I'm just talking about that a little bit ago. I can't really do much about it yet. We're just kind of holding off. We also could grab some more plants from around here and see if we could find any more herbs. They're kind of hard to come by right now because I feel like I do this all the time, and then whatever would be there is gone. So it's slow going. We're just trying to keep up, basically, until we can produce our own. So I'm just gonna hang out for a moment. I'll bring you guys back in a little bit, and then we'll just see if we can get some more immigrants on the way here. And some more smiley faces and hearts. Holy cow. Alright, it's been a little bit of time. We haven't really done a ton, but I'll take you around town to show you what's up. We do have immigrants almost here, but we do have an event in the meantime that I want to check out. The mysterious merchant. Click to trigger. Mysterious merchant, dressed like a foreigner, came to the settlement and hawked his goods to the citizens passing by. 200 ointment for only 3,000 silver coins. That sucks. I don't have any coins. Can't buy anything. Rip. So anyways, what I've done is pretty much just move people around. So I took both workers from the sand pits and I put them in different places. I'm upgrading our original cutting house to a sawmill, and I moved those 2 workers to the other sawmill we had that was making planks and put them in here to make us domestic fuels, because we're hurting on having any kind of domestic fuels enough for the season. So we have those 3 people working in that sawmill, and then we have 2 people in this sawmill making domestic fuels from the poops. If I could add another person, I would probably put a 3rd person in there to have another person working with that. We also got alpaca, so that's great. We got those guys working now. And I have this guy is gonna be alpaca, and then I'm gonna do another one here with buffalo. And buffalo is kind of our primary right now. We got the leather going on. We got the buffalo meat, them making the fats and all that other stuff. So I'm gonna just focus on buffalo for now, I think. So that's what we're doing over here. I put in a couple more farms to make up for the new people that we're gonna accept here, because we aren't making enough food. It's slow. We gain stuff every year, but it's not quite keeping up. So we're getting in the danger zone with the food there. And then we have 2 more distilleries. I'm taking the example of our Easter Island with the distilleries and putting 2 more in here so we can try and keep these smiley faces up a little bit more. We just got a new tech point, which is wonderful because that's the next thing I need to do. I haven't done much up here except for build a road that goes this way and this way, because I was watching the villagers do this where they're like doing this arc and they needed a walkway. So there we go. We got that going. And that's it. I don't know if you were here when I built this bridge, but yeah, we got a bridge over here now. Going over and grabbing some rocks when we need them and then coming back, and that's kind of what that thing has been all about. So while we wait for our, oh, here we are, never mind. We'll grab these 12 immigrants. We're going to accept those, and then we're going to go over here and we're going to turn these on. These guys all have foods queued up. Rice and peas, of course. I'm liking this rice action. I didn't have that before, but I'm really liking the combo here. So that's what we're going with. Pretty much use everybody right there for the farms. Unfortunately, I know that this flax is at 2. We have a good amount of flax stored up, so I'm not too terribly worried about it. That's why I'm leaving it. Looks like our 2 distilleries are almost completed up there. That extra person that we were talking about, I'm going to put him over here. And it's kind of moving a little bit slow right now. We really need to get this stuff going before we can progress a whole lot more. And we just can't really do that with the food situation we're sitting at. So that's why we haven't really done much with it. Water's also been an issue. I put in this big well. We have another big well here. We got a big well up here. We got all sorts of big wells, like kind of an excessive amount, I feel like, but it's finally enough water to where we have some stock. We just weren't producing enough water to produce enough spirits, and so we were just sitting in the red smiley faces for a while. So that's why we did it like that. Now, I know we're gonna run out of agave if I keep making distilleries with just this little bit that we have produced here with this one field. But I think we'll be okay for a little bit more. I do want to make this distillery be operating, but I'm kind of, we're out of laborers again. It's just a laborer issue right now, and we just have to keep moving people around. So I am gonna turn that distillery off, and I'm going to grab the bathhouse. So I did also get the cut stone, so we're gonna grab the bathhouse. That's gonna help our health. Look at how bad our health is. So we're gonna definitely need to get this going. Luckily, this guy can be outside the marketplace, so we're gonna do it right here, and we should be able to capture all of our homes. Put that guy there, and then we're gonna need one over here to do the same. And it looks like that should work just fine right there. And we're gonna need cut stone, and we're gonna need some linen. So let's get somebody working in our masonry workshop over here. And what my plan is, on this side of town, this is some nice rock here. It looks like we might be able to get a mine in here. So that's what I'm thinking. We're gonna put a mine, and then we'll do a quarry, however it fits in here. And maybe a mine on this side too. But this is a nice flat bank right here. So we'll put maybe the dock in there or something else. But that's what I'm thinking about for that area. I was gonna say let's put another person back in there, but I'm just gonna hold off. I don't want to use up all of our laborers again. I just want to get stuff moving. I feel like we haven't been moving a whole lot, but I guess we are advancing a little bit. We got the bathhouse. We got some green smiley faces. That's good. It's important. That's what we've been trying to do for a while now. So this distilleries have done their job. I don't think we did have murders last episode a little bit. I think we've avoided murders, but we have not, I don't think. So yeah, that's the thing that we dealt with, but it's not been a huge issue. I don't have any schools yet, so everybody, or the kids as they grow up to be laborers, they just go straight away to work and they don't go to school. I'm gonna keep it that way for a little bit because we're hurting so badly. and maybe after a couple more batches of immigrants we'll be able to do that. And we're just kind of back to this waiting for the next batch of immigrants deal, like we have been earlier in this episode. We could just kind of take a peek around, see if we can move stuff and get other things going. But as long as we have our butchers going, we got our soap, which is getting us fats, or we got our butcher, which is getting us fats, which is getting us soaps, which that's what we need. We got our food going over here, which is great, making us some agave for the distillery, and that linen that we're gonna need should be useful here. Do we have any stored up? We don't, so we're pretty much going straight to from the field to the clothing here. But you know what we could do? Well, since we need the linen, we should have some leather stored up. 578, that's pretty good. Let's swap this to leather for now. That's gonna do a couple things for us. That's gonna use our leather up. That's gonna produce us rough clothings more consistently, and then this leather or this linen can go to the other buildings that we're gonna need it, namely the bathhouse, as well as the stone that is going to be cut from here is going to go towards the bathhouses, and we really need that. And then once those two get built, we're going to need the workers to run that, of course, and hopefully we will have those laborers at that time. But until then, I think that's going to wrap up this episode. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your evening, day, or night, and I hope to see you in the next episode of Settlement Survival.